Oh, live, that killer live button. Oh, Carol loves it. Carol loves to say hello first. Well, welcome everybody. It is our third installment of the Hell series here on the Bowl Team Tuesday Night Hangout. This is a highly anticipated one as it was born organically of our very first hellish webinar that we did. And in the chat, listen, this is a hangout. So in the chat, let us know you're here. Talk to us. Conversate. It's a hangout type of deal. And you guys down here, I hate being a talking head. So you got to talk to me as we go. Right, Michelle? Otherwise, I'm going to pull you in as my co-host and you're all in trouble. All right? Because you put us together, double trouble. Right, Michelle? I love you.
That's right.
All right. So who are these beautiful people? I'm Jamie Donnelly, internet mogul. You all know. I don't need to tell anybody who I am. But you guys, need to. Oh, look, Michelle's on my screen already. Wow. All right. So anyway, who are my beautiful faces down below? Let's start with Carol.
Hello, I'm Carol Makowski from upstate New York, and I am an internet marketer, among other things. And I live at the other end of the house from Ellie, whom you will meet in a moment. And yes, we started this hellish webinar series, and it's good to see it continue on. So let's see where we're going with it tonight.
I really like how you said that, internet marketer. Like, you were like the Martha Stewart of our panel. I do internet marketing. Yes, I do. Catherine, talk to me, girl. We missed you.
I missed you too. And I'm Catherine Gould from California, and I'm also on the internet as an internet marketer. And I can't wait to hear what we have going on today with the topic. I haven't been here in like a few weeks, but I hear it's been really good. So anyway, until I listen, I will talk to you later.
Catherine's on fire tonight. Did you hear it? With the jokes? Catherine's got jokes tonight. I love it. That's because I'm hosting tonight's webinar. You feel you're letting it all hang out. I mean, don't let it all hang out. We've been through that once this week, haven't we? Ellie, you're up, babe.
That was not fair. Hi, I'm Ellie Walsh from upstate New York. You are very unfair. Obviously, you can all see here right now that we always have a good time here. And, that's what I talk about when I tell people, look, this is a hangout with real people. We're real people, okay? And we're not, I'm not a marketer. I'm probably just a marketer. So, but we're diverse. We're diverse, and we're real, and we're not here to put up any airs or, and we might even air our dirty laundry. I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to tonight. Go for it.
I'm going to laugh a little bit more. I am unfair, and I can mute and laugh as Kelly introduces herself.
Hi, I'm Kelly Tiedemann, and I'm coming from Western Massachusetts. Ellie, your hi is so contagious. It's lovely. I am a business consultant, and I love working with the Bowl team, and I'm super glad to be a part of this team and paddle tonight, and really excited to listen to Jamie talk about what the hell. So thanks.
I'm still going, Kel. It doesn't end there for me. Michelle, my little mogul, Padawan.
Hello, I am Michelle Eves of markandmichelleinsights.com. I am an internet mogul in training from Jamie. And what we do is we help network marketers and other business owners brand themselves and give them the tools and the training and the resources they need to grow their businesses online. And so this hangout is awesome. It's a fun time. And I want to know what the hell you're doing.
I want to know what the hell I'm doing, Michelle. Forget what the hell anybody else is doing. So, yes, so like we said, this was like born of what the hell, where the hell are you going? I think was Carol's first first one that she did. And from where the hell you were going, we were having a conversation, and right at the end I opened my big mouth and said, we should make the next one, what the hell are you doing? And I'm going to talk a little bit about what sort of spurred that statement itself. But Michelle did last week also, who the hell are you? And I think next week Kelly might continue hell with something else. I don't know. I talked last night. Tonight I said, what the hell are you saying? So I don't know. That might be good, Cal. I don't know where you're going if you have any direction, but that's a good one. Shh, I'm giving it away. You like that one? You unmuted.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I was on like why the hell.
I'm not charging for that one.
All right. It's a free tip for the night. First one. First one of the night.
But some of us here are actually like super aware right now of what the hell we're doing, because we're going through a little bit of coaching process that is really, it's, you know, the hard work. What did I say, Kel? The hard work isn't the hard work. The hard work is the hard work that we're doing, and what the hell we're doing on a daily basis are really what we're not doing. What the hell we're not doing is actually the hardest part, because, and it's a tough pill to swallow. It's hard to say. I get a little clump thinking about it, like I might actually be doing something wrong. Oh, such ugly words we're using tonight. Profanity. But, you know, yes, so we're sort of face to face with what we're doing on a daily basis and having to analyze that and analyze our actions. And it's tough. I'm just going to say we do this one thing. Oh, we should have had it ready. It's called the 196th. Okay, and I haven't gotten through a full day of it, but it's like 24 hours in a day. You actually have, what does it say, 96 15-minute increments in your day. What the hell, it should say on the paper, like, what the hell are you doing all day? Because it breaks down every hour in 15-minute chunks. So every 15 minutes you have to write what you're doing. And it's really hard to be, first of all, to write it. Like I said, I can't get through a full day, because at some point I just go, and like, forget it. I'm not doing, what the hell am I doing? I'm not doing anything really worthwhile, you know, doing a lot. No, I'm not doing anything really what I'm supposed to be doing. So, but Carol said about massive action in that very first webinar, and that sort of brought us to what the hell are you doing? And she said, you know, Jamie knows all about taking massive action. I hate the words take massive action. What the hell does that mean? Because I got to tell you what, I wanted to take massive action, but I had no idea what massive action was. Like, what massive action should I take? I've been on Facebook all day since 2 minutes after I woke up. I've been chatting people. I've been checking out what they ate and where they went and who they love and who they hate. I posted myself an entire menu online. But I don't think, even though it feels like I took some massive action today, I'm not exactly sure that's the massive action that these mentors were trying to tell us to take, because it did zero for my business production. Very busy. I got scoliosis, but had no real results to show my massive action that I took pretty much every day for weeks and months and so on and so forth. So there are actually, believe it or not, actionable things you can do on Facebook that are productive, that are, dare I say, profitable if you do it correctly. But you need to really take a hard look at what the hell you're doing on a daily basis. Oh, Ellen. And look at it, and you know, it's a objective way, because from where you're sitting, it's all good, you know, and you don't want to admit that you're not getting a certain result, or you're not getting somewhere with your massive action, right? So what are you doing daily, consistently? That's like, what the hell are you doing? Is it gonna get you where you want to go, or is it just you're spinning your wheels? You're just doing. You know, you're taking steps. You're not taking the right steps, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about some awesome things that you can do, simple things that you can do to take massive action and turn your what the hell or what the into what the hell, and then eventually into something a little bit more positive. So, Michelle, what's funny? Talk to me. I'm talking a lot already. 11 minutes nonstop talking.
I know.
need water.
Last. You made it longer than I did last week.
7 minutes, I beat you.
No, you would just turn your what the F into what the hell. I love it. Love it.
If you don't love cursing, I suggest hopping off this webinar right now. We are definitely a bunch of people who want to, yeah. So, yeah, I'm not going to go, I don't know if I want to go into yet, like, kind of steps to take, or if anybody wants to jump in and talk first before I go into, like, hey, this is what you should do to make your presence online actionable and positive and profitable and all that stuff. I don't know that I want to go into that yet, because I just kind of want to hear some thoughts going on.
I'll jump in.
Oh. My co-host for the night. Talk to me, Michelle. I'm muting out.
Well, first I want to say, well, the only thing I want to say right now actually is, you know, massive action scares people away. It does. And, you know, if we're building a business, we don't necessarily need to take massive action every day, as opposed to just make sure we're consistent and we're doing things that will move our business forward, money-making activities. And it doesn't have to be massive action every day, just as long as you are doing something continuously that is going to make you money. Not everybody could take massive action every single day. I mean, that's just not possible. So I just wanted to throw that in there, Jamie.
And maybe the action you take every single day isn't going to make you money every single day. But done consistently over time, it's going to help you build your presence and build your following. And it also kind of builds that skill set, like that muscle. You know what I mean? And I'm really focused on social media in this conversation, although there are, I mean, come on, we could talk about, you know, video marketing on YouTube or other platforms, and blogging and email marketing and stuff like that. But social media marketing really is like the way it seems like everybody starts, right? Like right on that. It's free. Everybody's on it all day long. You know, so if you're on Facebook, let's just say Facebook, and it could go for any social media platform you use, really. These could be carried over, but if you're on it, you might as well have it work for you, right? Like I really held out on the I held out on that make your timeline work for you theory up until 2 or 3 weeks ago, because I didn't want to. I wanted it to be fun, and I wanted it to be my space. It was my wall, you know? And I wanted it to just be like, you know, my baby and food. And I wanted it to be all those things. But the truth is that it was translating into the health of my online presence and the health of my business. Right? So at some point you go, oh, what the hell's going on? What the hell am I doing? Right? Like, this is not going the way I thought it was going to go. So, I mean, my timeline has been the biggest transformation for me. And I've seen the biggest results in the quickest way with changing that timeline and making sure that when people are finding me, right, which is what I want them to do on Facebook, they're getting an impression. I'm making sure that they're getting the right first impression of me. Right. My coach looked at my Facebook page and said, when I look at people's, when people look at my Facebook page, I want them to see successful marketer. Notice she didn't say professional. She said successful marketer. And you know, when I look at somebody else's page, like if I look at Kelly's page, I want to see like a professional consultant or a real life human being who is also a professional or successful consultant, right? So she said, when I look at your page, I see an outstanding mother. Okay, it's not the worst thing someone could say to me, but it wasn't what I wanted to hear, right? I wanted to hear that, yeah, you're looking good, you know, like you're doing it all right, but that's not what I was doing, and that's not what was being, that wasn't the impression, you know. So you have to learn to sort of like scroll through your timeline like you're a stranger and look at it objectively and say, okay, what does this say about this person? You know, what the hell are they doing? Because I had somebody ask me, what do you do? What's your business? Like, you're in business? And I was like, really? Like, if by now, years, I've been in business for myself for years, and this person doesn't know that I have a business of my own. I failed on like a really big way. I failed in a really big way, and I had to like own that and be like, okay, we need to make a change, because if people don't know what you do, then how are you gonna make money? Right? Ellie said this how many times? Michelle's shaking her head. Ellie yelled at us from the beginning of time, yelled because that's what she does, and she said, you guys are hidden. I don't know what you do. I go to your page, I have no clue what you do. I have no clue that you have a business page. I have no clue. There's nothing on there that says anything business. Ellie, just unleash. Just go ahead on that. I'm going to give you a little bit of space to say your piece on that, because I know you have.
He's going to give me space. I'll take that space.
Go ahead, Ellie.
You know what? I just love it when somebody finally hears it, okay? So, because I do go, I go to people's pages. But I want to know that you eat food. I don't do food thing, but some people do food. And I want to know that you're a good mother. I do want to know that. So I want to know that you go down the boardwalk during the week. I want to know that. I want to know that your son went to preschool, nursery school, whatever how they call this now. Okay, I do want to know that, because social media is social. So the other end of this is people blast their freaking links all over their page. It's like, whoa, I'm out of here. All right, because in essence, what we're talking about is attraction marketing, which is the marketing that works and that sticks, because it is about people are attracted to you. Okay, they're attracted to who you are. They're attracted that, I don't know, you like hamburgers. Some people do, some people don't. They're attracted to, and they're attracted to the business information you're putting out there. I don't know if people know the exact business I'm in, like a name for it, okay? But people know usually that I'm in business, all right? And that, you know, we're all here to deliver value. And again, that's that weird word, right? But to put out information that resonates with the people that are watching you. So even the mothers that have the 3-year-olds, okay, and want to know, how can I make money online? That's, you know, and how can I go hang out on the boardwalk on a Wednesday afternoon? You know, and still make money. So, you know, and this is a really important topic, you know, because I've been on, and we did a training about your Facebook profile. I didn't even go into pages. And if you want that training, you need to get with the person. Nobody put it here in the comments. You need to get with the person who invited you here. All right, because we did a training on this, and there's more to that. All right, but this is the basis of where you start. I see two extremes. I see nobody's telling us anything. I have no freaking idea. and somebody's in business, or I see links slammed all the hell all over the place, and I'm gone. Oh, and my thing went off. I don't know if you all heard my gong. And you know, I've been dealing with people this week, and I'm watching, and they're all over the place. They're scattered. That's why nobody knows what the hell they're doing, because you're scattered. Because even what Jamie was talking about, social media, yeah, there's a gazillion social medias, and until you pick one and get good at it, you're messing yourself up. All right, if you're jumping over here and you're jumping over there and you're jumping over here and you're doing a little bit here and you're doing a little bit there and you're a little on Twitter and you're a little on Instagram and you're a little on Facebook, you want to learn how to master. You know, there's ways to set Facebook up to go tweet what you're doing. That's, if you have a Twitter account, that's cool. But I wouldn't be focusing until I had a good grip on one, whichever it is. I mean, we talk about Facebook a lot because there's like 1.4 or 1.7 billion active users. I'm thinking might be a few people that resonate with you all. So, you know, anyways, I just see people, they have, this week I saw people that don't have all the pieces. There are pieces to this. It's not rocket science, but there are pieces to this. All right? So I see people that have like 2 pieces and not the others. I see some people who have all the pieces and none of it is connected because it's all the hell over here. You know, and today, it's not, if you get with the right people, okay, it's not difficult to connect the pieces. I've been online for a lot of years. We don't want to talk about that. That's a lot of years. But we didn't have then what we have now. But if you're just staying scattered and you're jumping to say, this one I'll make money, this one I'll make money, you're not running a business. That's it. I have to stop.
She's getting all worked up. No, and I agree. It is super important to keep the lifestyle pictures, who are you pictures, and so that people could kind of get an idea of who they're dealing with, right? The pictures of my son are super important. The pictures of my family are super important. The pictures of places I go, super important. But that can't be, when I scroll, I don't want to see all that anymore. I used to, but, you know, I figured it the hell out. And, you know, it's working much, much better because everybody's like, it's social. So you're connecting with people who are in the industry, who are in business for themselves in some way, and they come to your page and they see that you like kale. And they're like, yeah, I love kale too. Why the hell are you friending me? Right? So if they scroll down a little bit more and they're like, oh, she likes kale and she has a kid, and wow, she has her own business. Oh, wow, look, here's her doing this. Oh, look at her. Like, all right, like now those pieces start to come together and the person understands why they should be your friend. And then, you know what I've seen? I've seen that over time I've really not liked friending strangers that much. I'm going to be honest, on Facebook, I'm like, I don't get it, you know? But now that I have different content on that, and that's what I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at my timeline like content. When I have that and I'm friending people who have no idea who I am and they're able to see that, they engage with me more. And so it's a different thing. I'm not just asking someone, hey, let's be friends, let's conversate for 30 seconds, I'm going to drop my link, and if you don't bite, on to the next one. That's what I was kind of taught to do before, and it doesn't work. Because you're not making that, you're not connecting. There's no real relationship there. You have to build that rapport. You have to have that relationship. I didn't get that before. That piece, Ellie, was not making sense. You know what I mean? So that's been a big shift. Just knowing that, like, I'm posting on purpose. I'm using that as another tool, as another branch or extension of myself to work for me in my business. It's really different. Because, like, let's talk network marketing, right? And you're out and they teach people to go to like Walmart and like harass the waitress and the banker, and like they're getting a massage. They're like, so you seem sharp, you know, and their face is in the little thing, you know, like, do you keep your options open, you know? It's so ridiculous. And that's so gross to me. Like, some people are great, don't get me wrong, but to me, that doesn't work. That would never work for me. But let's say you really enjoyed your time with your massage therapist and you said, hey, are you on Facebook? We should connect. You want to do massage at home? Oh, that would be awesome. You're so good. You could totally do that. Friend me. Maybe we'll get together. And then that massage therapist, you don't have to say anything about what you do. You don't have to say anything. When they hit that timeline, boom, it says it all for you right there. So there goes your offline prospecting online. You get it? Is that coming together for you? Oh, Kelly gets it. So good, because like I never thought of that before myself. But choreograph your timeline, make it work for you. That's an awesome way to sort of, you're not monetizing your time online, but you're making it a bit more productive and another area where people connect with you and you know. Right, go ahead, talk to me, people. I'm tired of myself. Been already talking 7 minutes again, Michelle. Oh, she came back. Ellie came back.
I'll jump in. I would love to. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yes, I can totally hear you.
Okay, good.
Hair's on point tonight, Kel. What's up?
Yeah, look at that. That looks good,
Yeah,
right?
what's up with that? That's like a braid or something.
Battle braids. They're battle braids.
Whoa.
Going in.
Going Amazon tonight. I love it.
Right. Good. It's not just tonight. It's all the time. Yeah. What the hell are you doing? Like, talking about going Amazon, it is about showing up, starting to build a business on any level, whether you're a bricks and mortar business, whether you're working out of your home, whether you're online. It requires you to go from all of your guts and all of your depth and bring them to the table. And if it's not challenging you on that level, let's just say I haven't ever seen that happen, that it hasn't challenged somebody on that level. Everybody I've ever worked with in accounting or in consulting or even in myself, it takes you to a whole nother level of yourself and how you put yourself out there in the world. And so I think that it can cause you to think, like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell am I doing? Over and over and over again. And that conflict is really valuable and an important part of growth that can teach you to go to the next level, and teaches me to go to the next level, and teaches me what I need from myself or what I need to bring to the world to make it better and better and better. And I would love to bring together the two pieces that you talked about, where, online marketing is really an enormous way to get exposure for every business, not just some businesses. Every business really, needs to be exposing themselves to their local community. So if you're a local, childcare center, you want to get on everybody local's page and everybody in your surrounding community's page and start to talk about, at least so people know who you are, know how to find you, and know how to connect with you. And I love that you're like you said, Jamie, the only thing you have to do is say to somebody, are you on Facebook? Because that's such an easy, beautiful way to connect with people. And online can be so cold and so fast. And so people get online, they try to do stuff online, and the internet moves so fast. There is no way to keep up with it and actually be productive or actually have a schedule that makes sense or can be useful. So if that's the way you're trying to go about it, that, to me, that is never going to work. But the relationships that we have with people take much more time and slow us down. So outside in the world, and even on internet through different social media platforms or whatever, really do require us to slow down and connect with each other, so that we know what we're doing is building relationships and teaching people about what we do and what we have to offer to the world. So, you know, for a lot of old school folks, like pre-internet days, you know, even, I mean, they still have it. It's still a real thing, like networking is these events where you go and you chat and you get to know each other, and, you know, you share common interests and you share things about your family. So the fact that the internet is just a different way of doing that, it's not anything different than your local Chamber of Commerce $25 a plate, you know, function or whatever. You know, they're not $25, but you know, I think that you know, what the hell am I doing is challenging myself to be the best me in my business and bring it out in the world in a way that other people can know what I'm doing. And also to let me see, I'm going to pull this one out really quick. Make my fear of my of what people think of me or see of me less than my impact, than my desire to be like impacting the lives of other people. So if I'm so worried about, oh my gosh, if I tell them I have a business, they're going to be like judgmental or whatever I can come up with for that moment for myself that stops me in fear from telling them this is what I'm doing and this is what I have to offer and these are my skills and these are my gifts. If I am more worried about what they think of me than my desire to have an impact, then I'm not going to do anything good for me or for them. And so, you know, when I'm thinking about what the hell am I doing, I have to, every time I get off track or I try to follow the internet and my eyes are spinning, you know, or I can't think straight because the internet happens so fast, I have to go back to the relationships with people and my connection with people and how that lets me know that, you know, I'm doing something useful and important for the world, for myself, for my business, for their business, that sort of thing. So connecting in that way, consistently and regularly helps me stay on track. Yeah, and having that 30, 60, 90-day goals, you know, 15-minute, you know, taking a look, time tracking, those are all really enormous and difficult tools. And I don't know that I know anybody who's gotten through a successful full day of time tracking.
Oh, that's really good to know, because I've been sort of down on myself about that.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I think it's a funny thing to be using it with coaches and entrepreneurs because it's a really common practice in corporate America, like time track. You're going to time track today. And it's so good and it's so useful. But only if it's your desire to do it effectively, to know what you're doing and really, really plug into what's useful for yourself and, you know, what are you actually doing that's useful? Because sometimes you really need to acknowledge that things take longer than you think they will. You know, the internet, right? It moves so fast and there's so much to do. So sometimes just human relationships take time. Self-growth takes time. So the end on
you
that
have to
note.
submit to the process. I think you really have to give into it and be like, okay, fine, I'm going to do it. But you know what? You hit on something that I was thinking about when you were saying, like, people need to have that personal connection online. Isn't it so funny that now it seems like everybody has an online presence, or should have, really should have. It doesn't matter if you're a mom and pop store or what. Like, if Nordstrom needs to have an online presence or a Twitter page, if the president and the Pope have Twitter pages, you better damn well have one too, and be posting on it, you know, because people, guess what, have lots of choices. They don't need to go to your store, they don't need to go to your business, they don't need to buy from you, but what are you bringing that they can choose you? Like, how are you going to let them know that you're the best choice? You know what I mean? Like, they want to patronize you, they want to work with you. That's the difference, is like when you make it personal. Like, there's Kimberly works for a dentist. I'm just gonna call her out, and she wants it to be professional. I'm making a square, you know, and put it on a box, and this is how dentists act, and this is how they market, and this is what they do. Why don't you start a blog and talk about your life? Why don't you talk about the fact that you're not open on Fridays because you want to be there for your family. Guess what? People will respect that. And that your hours are as they are so that you can see your daughter off to school. That's important. That makes it a personal experience. You want them to come in and feel personal and feel like family. Well, then you let them know that the reason your business runs the way it is because it is personal to you. When we, you know, and then people make their decisions based on that. I make my decisions based on that. I would much rather go to a dentist who's family first and I can respect and want to support her than go to the one at the corner who's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because he doesn't care about anybody but himself and you, of course, and your teeth. Whatever. He's in it because he cares about the teeth, but you know what I mean. I don't know. You know, you put yourself out there and you do make it a personal interaction and a personal experience, and people feel good about that. You know, I think that's a shift that's happened in compared to just having a website. You know, now you have a blog. You know, and people get to know things differently that way. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. All right, so Kelly, I could have really mic dropped after Kelly and just shut this whole webinar down.
There is so much going on here tonight. My God, what everybody's saying.
I'm sweating. I'm gonna need a glass of wine after this, Carol.
Only one?
Let's talk to Carol now. How are you feeling, Carol? How's everything going for you tonight?
Oh, it's going great. People have brought up some very interesting things. First of all, I've gotten some quotes from you, Jamie, and one is, I love the simple 3 words. You said, choreograph your timeline. Choreograph your timeline.
Can you make memes of me? I'll send you the photos that I'd like you to use, and you can put those on if you want.
Great. I love that. And also earlier on, you had said by doing this lovely 196 that you not only find out what you are doing, but you find out what you're not doing. And yeah, I didn't even realize it, but that is so true. Exactly. Now, I have tremendous resistance to that thing for a couple of reasons. Number one, they used to make us do that at work. My belief was that they did it, you know, to check on us, to check up on us and see how we were spending our time and not, you know, going to the bathroom and buying a Coke and taking a break and smoking a cigarette. You know, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing with your time all day? So, to me, that's, you know, I have to get past that when I'm looking at this, because, you know, this is for me, and I make it myself. It's not that somebody's checking on me, and I have to. I'm checking on me. That's who it is. I'm checking on me. So I have to put that in that perspective. And yeah, that thing alone has been such an eye opener. Woof. Which brings me to the topic of personal development. I mean, we talk about that a lot, personal development. We question sometimes, you know, why are business people, especially folks of our ilk, why are we so much into personal development? And because it just keeps smacking us in the face every time we turn around. And this alone is one thing. Our timeline, you know, is another thing. You know,
challenging. It challenges you, and then you have to say, why am I so resistant to this? Why am I hitting this wall? And then you have to dig in a little bit if you want to get past these things, you know.
Exactly. And Kelly, you want to talk about networking? My God, I never saw anybody work a hotel like you did, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I think you hit all 550 people at that event, plus some people from another event.
Standing ovation! I just gave you,
A
Kelly.
second. I don't think I'm blushing a tiny bit. I never heard anybody say, Kelly, I've seen somebody work a hotel like that. It was a professional event. What do they call it? A conference. Professional conference.
Exactly right. And there was Kelly out there. Hi, how are you? I'm Kelly. All right. And the last thing I wanted to say, we saw a movie yesterday. That one, let me see, Florence Foster Jenkins with Meryl Streep. Anything that Meryl Streep is in, I'll kill to go to see. And one of the lines towards the end of the movie was, "You have a purpose. Don't be afraid of it, or don't give in to the fear about it." Something like that. And that just hit home again because it's what we talk about so much. You have a purpose. You have a purpose. Don't shy away from it. Cool. So those are my thoughts at this point. My ramblings.
I had to write that down, Carol, because that touched me just now.
Yeah, it did me when I heard it. Right.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
And that goes hand in hand to what Kelly was saying too about if she lets people's opinions or what she thinks their opinions might be, because who knows? It's probably not. It's just all, again, personal development. It's all in your head, If she lets that stop her, then it makes her impact less impactful. And you know what? When we hold ourselves back, we wind up cheating everybody else. We're not just cheating ourselves, because we do have something that for other people to share with people or to give to people. And when we're, when we cap ourselves like that or inhibit ourselves like that, we're cheating not just us, but everybody who it could touch. So, Ellie,
No. All right.
So what the hell are we doing now? It's 8:42. Michelle's checked out on me. I wanted to talk about, listen, this is really important before I get caught up in all these ohms and we start chanting before we go, because we do that on Tuesday nights. But we keep our clothes on. To create a DMO, a daily method of operation, it took me only 2.5 years to get mine going. Because I thought it had to be super complicated stuff. And, it doesn't need to be super complicated stuff. It needs to be 5 things that you do, or I pick 5 things, I'm sorry. A few things that you do every day consistently. That these are my income producing or productive activities for the day that I need to get out of the way or done so that I got the basics covered on a daily basis consistently. Consistency is the key. And I think no matter what it is, I'll give you an example of what I use, of what I do. But, a lot of people say a lot of things like, do a live every day, do 2 lives every day, do a video too, and post 5 times, and meet 2,500 people a day, and make sure you talk to them all. And you're like, you don't know which way to go, and they get this laundry list of things you're supposed to do. If you find start off and try to throw some things in the mix. So when you find what's comfortable, then you will stay consistent with it. So you do have to take their input sort of as an outline, a guideline, and then find your comfort zone there. Because when you stay consistent, you'll sort of gain a momentum. And when you gain momentum eventually, I love this saying, someone said this to me, I'm holding on to it. When you gain momentum, eventually that momentum will carry you. And that's awesome, because it's actually true in that I found that as I've tweaked my timeline and met people and done videos consistently and a few lives consistently, people share them here, or people share them there, or comment. And what happens is I'm not having to find the 5 to 10 new people to connect with a day. They're finding me. So it makes it a little bit easier, a little bit like, oh, check, because guess what? If they find me and friend request me, I'm checking that off my list, guys. I got enough to do, right? So every day, here's what I do. Chime in, guys, if you have something awesome where you think I'm poo-pooing. I do a video. Video's been dubbed my thing to do every day, so I do a video every day. I make sure I do that, and a live if I can. Yes, Ellie, don't make faces. You're on my screen. You're big on my screen right now because I don't want to look at myself. I saw you make that face, so don't do that. Connect with some people. I'm going to say like 5 to 10. I say on the lower end of that spectrum because I'm lazy. People spend all day connecting with people. They can do that. Good for you. Go for it. Because if you have that timeline hung up right, like if it's looking good for you, and people will start to connect easier with you if it's done right, right? Email every day. Email your list. If you have a list, if you don't have a list, damn it, you better be building it. Ellie, don't make more faces, because even if you have to swipe Ellie's list, just get on her list at ellieandcarol.com. Copy and paste somebody's, seriously, if it just get it done. Make sure, people, make sure. I take my video, and by the way, I put that video on YouTube and then on your blog. Put it in a couple different places. It takes about 10 minutes. It's worth it. You get content all over the place. I still see your face, Ellie. And make sure you hit. I do a book and an audio every day. So that's important. A, for content, if you're listening to like a podcast or our wake up calls or whatever. But I also listen to other audio things and books and audio books because I'm lazy and that too. But I do read every day, and that sort of handles that personal development side of things. So having a DMO to sort of organize your day doesn't need to be like you wake up, you know what the hell you're doing, or you know what the hell you have to do minimally, because you log in, like we have a back office with 8 years of training. So you can get lost in that training and training and training and training and never implementing anything. So just make sure you've got your checklist done for the day so that you can, get a new training to throw into the mix, or watch an extra webinar, or connect with 100 new people if you want to. Good for you. But make sure that you have that. You'll feel better knowing I got my basics done for the day. You know what I mean? Maybe you'll do a Facebook ad promotion like some of us are doing. You'll be able to throw that in the mix. Anyway, that's it. Keep consistent. Figure out what the hell you're actually doing. And that's it. Anybody have any thoughts? Because we're wrapping up. We got 10 minutes here. I know somebody wants to open their mouth. Ellie. You look like you're tightening up. I don't know.
I'm going to open my mouth. I agree with, what you said. I agree with so much was said to me.
What?
I know.
Okay, we have to stop the webinar right now.
I probably had
nice
to.
seeing everybody. She agreed with me. We got to go. This is this never has happened before. It'll probably never happen again.
It's not true. I'm going to add to it.
Oh my God, I can't shut it off.
See, that's right, because I started it. So, oh well, you're stuck with me now. Yeah, some people are on here right now on the live, or they're watching the replay, and some of that just flew over their head, because these are people right here, right now, that have experience. And if you're still in here and you're jumping around and nobody's even taught you the true essence of online marketing, some of this flew over your head. And please don't go, oh God, am I dumb? Because no, it used to fly over my head. Sometimes it still does. It depends. No, until you get around that kind of training and the people that help you bring you there, and that's why, like, Kelly said earlier, she loves working for this team, and with this team, and I know the people on here do. As a matter of fact, they just did videos about talking about the team, because the team aspect is really, really important. And it's important for this, because we can all get together and say, because sometimes even if you see something online and you think, what the hell do they mean? And you don't want to ask that question, because you'd like, oh shit, I feel dumb. But when you come into a smaller group,
questions and never get yelled at all.
When you come into a smaller group, you know, you can ask the question. You might still feel a little weird, but then you'll find out, you know, that you can ask the question. Whether it's, you know, because when we leave here right now tonight, we're hopping on another platform because we're going into a meeting. Talking about, especially because now I just heard Jamie talk about ad promotions. So it's about time she told people what she was doing. No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to interject real fast here, Ellie, because you reminded me of something that I want to tell people, that it's so important to plug into whatever community you're a part of. If you're not doing that, please make the effort to do it. And if for some reason you find that you may have landed with a community that doesn't resonate with you, that doesn't work for you, you should know. I don't know anybody on this panel here below us. This is only a fraction of the people who are in our team, but if anybody feels like they would feel dumb to ask a question, like, speak up. I mean, not one person is going to be like, I feel dumb. And we got in trouble because we didn't feel dumb last week when we couldn't figure how to turn the tripod from one way to the other way, okay? So you can really ask anything. But if you're not plugging into that community, if you don't feel comfortable in that community, I'm going to urge you to get a part of a community that you do feel comfortable with, or if you have to, make your own. Build your own, because there's nothing like having a community.
Get the training first before you build your own. Please.
Yeah, of course. Please
don't teach people stuff that you don't know. Please don't teach people stuff you don't know.
No.
Okay.
No.
And here's what the sad thing is. I've been talking to several people this week, getting on phone calls, hangouts with them, and here's what I'm hearing. No, there's not a lot of communities out there, not that are really supporting. So that to me is like, ooh, okay, because I come from that. I come from that basis of, you know, a community, a team, a mastermind, a brainstorm, and that we're not in competition. Because that's attraction marketing. See, attraction marketing says who I'm going to attract is different than who Kelly's going to attract, is different than who Catherine's going to attract. So we don't have any competition here.
No competition, just support.
Right. So, right. But again, you want to make sure you're getting with people that, you know, or please don't start a team until you know what you're doing, all right? And get with people that know what they're doing. It's really, really, really important. And, you know, there was a time years ago I didn't want nothing to do with teams. And there's the gold in them is huge. It's huge. And I don't believe you really learn and fine-tune that DMO, daily method of operation, or whatever the heck. You know, we have our own lingo here, until you have other people to work with and bounce things off of. That's my own opinion.
Ellie, there is a question I know that you're interested in, and someone asked, I just got to look for the first time.
There's a lot of questions.
Has doing videos every day helped your business quickly? Ellie wants this one, but I'm just going to say yes, 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 yes.
Yes, say yes, 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 and that Ellie told you so.
Ellie told me to do it and pushed me and urged me and encouraged and supported me to do it. And, you know, videos really help people to get to know you differently than just text, just writing, right? Right, Ellie? Like, they get to know, like, and trust you, you know what I mean? Because they feel like they know you a little bit more.
And Michelle has put out so many videos, educational videos, training videos. I mean, my God, she's a machine. The woman is a machine with these videos.
That's MarkandMichelleInsights.com.
Right. Right.
I'm plugging you, Michelle, okay?
Thank you. Thank
Hey,
you, Carol.
anytime.
But no, you know, Jen had mentioned, you know, that she got out of her comfort zone to do a video, and that's awesome. And, you know, I was very uncomfortable doing video for the longest time. And in the last month, I've actually started doing Facebook Lives, and that was scary. I mean, at least with video, you can do take after take after take until you get it right. With Facebook Live, it's you unedited, and people really get to know, like, and trust you. So video is huge, but that's a whole nother training.
That is a whole nother training. What the hell are you recording? That's a Did you like that one? Oh, thanks. All right. So, anybody else have anything else they want to add? Because we're topping off the hour. We don't want to get crazy. I can keep going. No? Ellie's good. Carol's good. Catherine's good. Kelly's giving me a thumbs up. She's gonna teach us how to braid our hair like that when we hang up. Oh, Ellie, you got that. You got that. Okay, so basically, I don't know, Ellie, if you want to close it out, you can, because you just have such a great cadence to it. You want me to do it? All right, fine. I can do it. Well, we're here every Tuesday night, like we've said 30 times already. We do this every Tuesday night. We will not always curse at you, although it's fun. We may curse during it, but we may not always say, like, what the hell, what the F. Well, you never know. We're talking about next month's series, so stay tuned, because I think we are going to get a little, we're going to get a little sassy next month. So,
hey, can I jump in real quick and interrupt?
Oh my God. She's
Sorry,
yes.
I know you're trying to end
yes.
here, but another question just popped up, and that's really good, is do you find it tough to come up with content every day? And so I think that would be super fun topic. What the hell are you saying? Isn't that what you said?
That's
Something
what
like
said.
that. That's what you said.
That's great.
It's like full circle.
That's it. Yeah, yeah, and that is a whole. That is a
What
whole.
the hell are you putting out there?
Yeah.
What are you putting out there? What the hell are you saying? Yeah. How the hell do you know what to say?
I think, what the hell are you saying? That's a good one. I mean, you know, I think I might say that a couple times during the day on it, or like regularly, you know,
To yourself. What the hell are you saying?
Yeah, or other people, whichever.
Yeah. In a nutshell, basically for me, and I don't know how anybody else here, but for me, if I think something like pops out to me, I think it's shareable, or something that's like, oh, I didn't know that, like a little teachable moment of something that happened in my day. I try to jot it down. I usually put notes in my phone because I never have a notebook with me. And then I just reach into that sort of arsenal for content creation. But a lot of times it happens like as I almost have to make a video as soon as it happens for me. Otherwise, I lose the flow. Does that make sense? Yeah, to everybody? Okay. All right. So listen. Kelly, don't pop up with any more, I'm gonna. I'm kidding. I'm only kidding. No, we love that people ask questions, and we want to answer them all. If you want to hop on our Bowl Team Hangout after this, you'll have to join us. I'm sorry, but really, if you know, we hope that guys. Thanks for being here with us tonight, because that was awesome. We had some great questions in our chat, and I'm sorry if we didn't get to them all, but we'll go in there and comment, and you can always message us, friend us. Message us on Facebook, and we can answer anything that we can. I mean, we don't know the answers to everything. I'd like to think we do, but I can't, because then I'll be teaching you things I don't know, and then Ellie yells at me, and it's not good. Okay, it's just not good for anybody. But if you want to know more about what we do, if you want to know about how to grow your business more, or how the hell to grow your business more. Or what the hell we do to grow ours, then please, there is a show me button below this video somewhere, but get with the person that invited you here, because that person is a great point of contact for you as far as being able to ask all of those questions indefinitely. Or just, you know, ellieandmichelle.com. I made that one up. All right, so listen, next week, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, right here, at whatever link you got to be here. And thanks for being here. Let's see you again.
Here we go. I'm going to cut it.
Cut it.
Cut it.